Y'all, I'm really going through a hard time. And I probably should be expressing myself more, but I just don't. I like to go through things alone. But right now, I do need the most advice I can for like entrepreneurship and from those who are entrepreneurs and creators because I have just not had the best experience lately with the 9 to 5 job. And I know that I'm being pushed into entrepreneurship. Like I'm being stripped from everything at this point. Is it my first time? Absolutely not. It's like I'm used to going through this when it's time for me to do something new. But I believe now I'm being stripped from everything because I just really don't belong inside of a full-time job. I just don't. I've been a part of this company since I moved to Atlanta. I took a leap of faith from my hometown 3 years ago. I moved to Atlanta in 2023. In 2024, I moved to Houston. 2025, I moved back to Atlanta. And in this time, I worked for this company, 5 different locations for the last 3 years. And I still am not able to grow. And since I've been in this specific job, because of how they were treating me, 2 GMs got fired and an area leader, which is the manager's manager. And I only know about one area leader. Like they don't let you grow when they know that you have natural leadership, and if they suspect that you will grow higher than them in their positions, they absolutely not about to help you. They'll just start treating you like the stepchild, and that's just all I've been going through. And even though I've been going through these things, they've been teaching me lessons about being too kind to people, learning how to say no, stop people pleasing, like all the necessary lessons I needed to learn in this situation, self love, all of that. I was able to learn in these 3 years of working in this environment, but now that I've learned those lessons, like I'm being stripped from everything. I just went and tried to get another job when I left that job. And I am going through like a legal situation. I'm not depending on that or knowing how that's going to work against this job. My goal is just to keep looking forward and what I could do now, and especially financially. So I went and looked for another job. When I got hired, they had no GM or assistant GM. They were giving all their friends all the hours. I literally had one day I worked the first week that I started, like two the next week. And like I was just staying over just to get more hours. But then a lot of drug addicts be around in the bathrooms, and they thought I was just gonna clean the patios and the bathrooms, and I found a crack pipe in there. Absolutely not. But before I walked off that shift, I did clean the bathrooms, left the crack pipe, straighten up the patios, and she told me to clock out for a break. Only working 5 hours. I don't understand why I needed a break, but I just clocked out for good and went to the park to heal because, again, one of their managers told me, Jocelyn, you could be a manager. You got qualities. You're a really good fast worker. And from that point, other managers was treating me different along with that manager. So they let you know when you're good, but they ain't gonna let you be good enough. So at this point, they don't messing with my hours, treat me like a bag lady who about to be cleaning up stalls with crack pipes, not me. So I left respectfully, and I didn't just abandon the shit. I believe anything you do at your best, even how you carry yourself, you know, through disrespect. It's a, moment to stand on a boundary than to just lash out and do too much. But I left respectfully, and from this point, I have not like. Oh, so one of my roommates asked me to go, in on his restaurant he's building from scratch. He has a lot of catering business, a lot of celebrities. I run into a lot of celebrities. So it's like, okay, I'm not doing anything right now. Jobs are not going well. Let me invest in him. So I believe this was like the final straw of this is how I know that I'm not built for a 9 to 5. So his restaurant isn't open. I went in, I identified a lot of things since I know a lot about restaurants, food industry. That's all I've been taking on since this leap of faith, this one restaurant. And I've been trained by 5 different GMs. So I am very advanced. Well, I would say for the last GM didn't teach me anything. I taught him everything. And from this point, it's like, okay, I'm going into this investment as an assistant general manager. I've been denied this position in the last restaurant in multiple, locations, but they also expressed to me that the restaurant cannot run properly without me. Like if I call up, it's a big thing, but if other people is not really that big, this let me know, like reading in between the lines, I was very valuable. And I always clocked out on my shifts. Like I never just left in the middle of a shift. If things were getting heated, I was being disrespected. Hey, I'm gonna have to clock out. This is not working. I'm not gonna argue and have egos arising. No, I'm going to leave peacefully. And a lot of people don't like that, but this time the general manager. She don't want to teach me about the system. She don't want to teach me POS. She's taking over the orientation I'm supposed to lead. She's micromanaging as I'm reading. Like, she just doing the most. She lied about not having our handbook over and over and over again, to the point the owner, my housemate, like, check your binder just to make sure it's like the first page, but the whole time she's faking to see if it's in her binder, telling me no. I'm looking at it, and when he make her reopen it, it's right there. From that point, she micromanaged. She just doing too much. She getting smart. She's coming to work, look like she dressed to impress for the club. And I told him, look, I cannot perform like this. A lot of things being ignored, but it's clearly competition, and I'm not competing with no 20-year-old. I might look like I'm in my 20s, but baby, I'm 41. Absolutely not. If ever you get a new GM in the future, I will consider coming to be your assistant GM. I know a lot about restaurants, but she is YouTubing her leadership, how to perform these systems. She's saying the schedule is set. I'm showing you she's overstaffing people on a schedule with us just opening, and it possibly is definitely going to be slow. She's overstaffing, and then she lied and said that wasn't the final schedule after she said it was set. She's not communicating with the staff on when she will have the schedule finalized because she don't know how to do it. She's learning everything off of YouTube, and it takes more than YouTube to have leadership. And I know a lot about performing a restaurant, as long, and you know you do too. So she need to learn from other leaders as well and be open to it, just like I'm open to learn from her. But what I'm not about to do is her telling me I need to find information on my own, snapping her neck and talking to me like I'm one of her little friends. Absolutely not. And he completely understood and didn't let it come in between, our us being housemates. Like, we're not close or anything, but I don't want to be ignoring each other. But he absolutely understood. So this just let me know, like, it's time. It is so time. Y'all help me. What are things that I could do to gain income? Rather, it's just, not to mention, we scored 100% on our first health department score. Me, the owner, and another employee. The GM wasn't even there. She's never there, I'm telling you. And the crazy part is, I don't even know if I'm going to get paid for the time that I've worked.